So, Better Days, the final track on the album. I know this one is quite personal to you. For those who don't know anything about the song, can you fill them in on what you were thinking, what you'd been through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how long you got?
Yeah, I'm not going to be talking about all of that. But yeah, I mean, the song is, it was like my therapy, this album, but especially this song. And, you know, this song's about getting through depression and having an awful time. It was very strange recording this record when we did, because everything was, you know, as I've said, was kind of like falling apart in my personal life. I remember the song was written, but I ended up in the hospital with my appendix about to burst. Fortunately, it didn't, and they got out in time as it was just about to, which I didn't realize could kill you. But
no, you left that one out for me.
No, but there was also...
Yeah, can I just say, you did not look good.
No, I did actually send you a photo from the hospital. I was like, I might need to postpone.
Yeah, you sent me a photo and then you were out, and then all of a sudden you were back in there. I was like, what the... I ran out of things to say.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
We had to just start laughing at how ridiculous.
Honestly, it was a very, very heavy year. And yeah, I was in the hospital and my appendix got taken out. There was also a hernia underneath it, which is why it was so painful. I had the choice to go into a COVID ward to recover or go home. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm quite vulnerable right now. So I went home, I passed out, and I woke up with like my dog licking my face and barking and trying to like raise the alarm. It all went after my central nervous system. I was in an ambulance. They're like 3 shots of morphine to like knock me out. But then after it all I was in recovery in the hospital. Honestly, all I could think about was finishing this record, because I was like, even if it kills me, I'm finishing this record. So it was an awful year, you know, in my personal life. But having said that, I always think, you know, artists can just write their best work when they're feeling like that, because you just don't care. I was just like, I'm just going to make this record exactly how I want to make it. So Better Days is about that. I just really hope that, you know, whenever I get messages from people that, you know, a song of mine has helped them through a tough time, and I've had some amazing messages over the years. I guess I didn't write it for that reason, but after we recorded it, I thought, you know what, this song out of everything I've ever written will be the one I think that people will get hold of when they like really, really need it.
It's just like the song goes on such a massive journey. Within just like the whole album, it's got like your most aggressive vocal, which is like one of my favorite bits on the whole record. You know, like that bridge before it gets to last chorus. And then you've got like the outro, which is like the softest. And it's like also...
It's probably the softest part of the album.
Yeah, softest part of the album.
Which follows the most aggressive part of the album in that one song.
And it also, through all the bad, it's like, it's not the promise, but the hope that there will be better days. Like you say it right then, and it's like you put all of it, into one
about
song.
4 minutes.
Yeah. Which and I love the fact that, okay, you could have made this more of a like single by not doing the outro and condensing it more, because it does have that about it. But for this project album, it needed to be like the real extended version of it. Like you couldn't have any shortcuts.
No.
Otherwise you wouldn't get that. You know, even like we lucked out with the crows at the end.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's some great little moments on this album.
Which you can't really plan for. I mean, we could have planned for it, but it just fell in our lap.
Just like as that song ends, and it doesn't even hit a final chord, just ends with the vocal.
Yeah.
And then you just hear the birds singing. And that was just natural sound from after the take. And we actually, it was only when we listened back to it, we were just checking it, and we were like, you birds sing.
Yeah.
And we were like, such an awesome end to the record. And obviously we had the percussion stuff, which is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, and it really did hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. So we wanted to get some real, I don't know how to describe it, industrial sort of sounding.
Industrial, yeah. Like, I guess every choice to do with drums on this was trying to do something that like different from a typical drum setup, because we just didn't think that these songs needed like full drums. So we went into the garage and
toolboxes and picnic tables
and all sorts, and we just
getting it out
basically. Just kind of tried to channel that frustration of I'm feeling like I'm in a bad place, but I'm going to come out of it by fighting my way through it. And it's interesting, you tend to write really uplifting songs through bad times, or like to sort of pull yourself out of it personally, and also it's like back against the wall, like
fight or flight kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's a bit of a recurring theme within your music, obviously Stronger. And
I guess that's just because writing is my outlet and it always has been. So,
but some people would write like about being down.
Yeah.
You tend to be like, nah, I don't want to feel like this. And write the song to get you out of it, which I think, is obviously very powerful.
I mean, after that year, I feel quite indestructible.
Yeah.
I must admit, I'm still here and I'm doing okay. So it's it was just an amazing experience. It was the best time I've ever had in a studio, and I just felt like we were just so on it with everything. Like nothing. There wasn't a moment where it was a bit of a drag, or I didn't really ever feel tired making that record. No. It was just, we just did it at our own pace. We did exactly how we wanted. There was kind of nothing off limits, and I'm very, very proud of it. And I'll be very proud to show anyone what we created.
Even sometimes not knowing what the outcome would be, we tried to just keep it all natural. And then we kind of just went with it intuitively, like, this is what feels right. And it was just kind of a free-flowing thing the whole time. I don't have many experiences like that either, where it's been like that,
I felt fully restored.
Love
no,
it.
But I did, I did feel like so beaten down, and I felt like I just had to, get stripped down to like the bone to then rebuild. Do you know what I mean? And it just felt, I mean, I don't know what I would have done if we weren't making that record, and I think that, whatever happens, hopefully it'd be well received. But to me, it will always be it will have such a special place in my heart for like what it did while I was going through
what
that.
It did for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So well done, mate. A good team effort, mate. As always,
Until
mate.
the next one.
Until the next one.
Cheers.
Bye.